What? Time for a new video. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's time for a new video.
That's me.
One sec.
I'm wearing a bow in my hair today because I am celebrating. And I like festive things. What am I celebrating? Getting the blanket out of my face, but also this video that's going up right now is either my 100th or 101st video, depending on how...
Asa-Punk. Asa-Punk. He's not radioactive. He's Asa-Punk.
That is my collections, ran together, of baseball bats, walking sticks, and other assorted wooden thingamabobbies, such as wasters and bokens and such. I want to take a look at that real quick. As part of this spectacular, we have Louisville Slugger baseball bat, circa 1980s. Louisville Slugger softball bat with original wrap, circa 1974. We have the funny pink Hello Kitty bat, and the funny pink Louisville Slugger Girl Power bat. And then we have the one I painted as the Louisville Slayer. Another aluminum bat. We got the Boken. Oh, let me move my shit all the way as much as I can. Boken. Some short sword waster, arming sword. A fencing foil that was broken off at some point and sharpened. Then I have my Purple Heart, probably Generation 1 or 2 waster, longsword. Custom made Danax waster by Purple Heart Armories. 2 lightsaber Boken. Various walking staffs and sticks in there. Some nice ones. And all these canes and other weird things. This one, which is what I used to carry in Atlanta when I'd walk the streets at night. And I won't go into too much what I was doing, but let's see, where is it? Haha, you see there. There's a big nick in the wood. So basically that's the walking sticks. Now, what really happened with that walking stick with the little chip in it is one night I was walking in Atlanta behind a shopping center with a friend of mine, and 2 guys came out of the shadows and jumped us.
Hola, it was I.
The guy that came after me, I saw him reach down like this, and I saw him going for something, didn't know what it was. So I came across with my stick, and I kind of started doing a cross figure 8 at him as he turned and ran away. And later I discovered the chunk out of it. What had happened was he was trying to pull out a rather large knife, and I'm pretty sure if he was pulling it, he was intending to stab me. So the stick saved my life, and I've trusted sticks ever since. A good stick is a good weapon. Love, hope, faith. It's a Thor's hammer now. One of my friends sold it from Walmart years ago, and because I looked at it, I was like, hey, it looks like a Thor's hammer that Walmart's selling, and Walmart doesn't sell such things. And it was actually a Christian. It was like an anchor, and it had like a Bible on one side and a little cross on the other. And they took it home and broke those parts off. And like, look, I got it for you. I was like, oh, thanks. Why'd you steal it? They're like, oh, it's authentic Viking. It was stolen. I was like, whatever. I can't take it back now. But I kept it because it's kind of nice and unique. Anyway, what happened after my walking stick got ruined when it broke, even after free? And what is it? It's a piece of hickory. Now, you know, so it kind of flares at the end here, but more on the bottom side. So it's sort of like a single-edged in a way. All the leather work and the studs and stuff I did myself. But this is solid hickory. It's about 1 inch wide by maybe 1 inch, a little less than 1.5 inches wide this way. So it's really oval. And as such, it's probably actually about 1 inch or 1.5 inches shorter than it needs to be this way for it really to be the right height for a walking stick for someone my size. But it works well. The rubber foot I also added, and this is cloth with nail polish over it to help protect the end. Well, how I grip it is, if you see, there's a little ridge that runs here. That's actually the leather thonging, the base leather thonging, running under it before I wrapped it around this way. So it gives kind of a feel for which way is which, because like I said, the bottom, this part flares more to one side. So it's sort of like as if you had a single-edged sword, potentially. Well, when holding it single-handed, I will grip my thumb over that stud, and my fingers align in where these bits of leather are, like there and there, whatever. So I hold it this way, single-handed, right? Now, if I was to use this double-handed, my hand slides up to the top stud, and my back hand will grip on that stud, and I get a grip here. And even one-handed from here, it's okay to use. But here it is two-handed, similar to a bastard sword, or people could use katana technique with it, you know, whatever they wanted to do, because it's a good stick. The balance point on it has shifted because I recently have to replace the foot, and it was a different type of foot and threw my balance off slightly. But I adjusted some. There's a little notch. You can see a little black mark there, which the balance point was at. Now it's slightly back from there, or slightly forward from there, but right about there, which is not quite halfway up. So it's rather center balanced, and I do a lot of exercise balances, catching, playing with it, spinning when I'm sitting still. Things that transfer one hand to the other, and kind of get you familiar with the stick in space, which many of them are not actually combat type of techniques, but they are things to, orient one with the stick and get used to having it in your hand and catching it if it falls, things like that. Which I think is important, especially if you're in the street. If you begin to fumble or you're doing some technique and you lost your fine motor skills and the sword starts to slip or the weapon or whatever you have, bad news. But this is good. My stick. Love it. And I thank Christian a lot for it. He'll listen on this part of the video. Moving on. When I first learned to use a walking stick, I actually didn't use it two-handed like I do now as much. It was more a one-handed thing, right? So I learned more like this. And where I got my early techniques from, I'll put a chart here, was various descriptions and small pictures I could find of French stick fighting. It's all I knew at the time. All I could find at the time. I was never formally trained in it, but just would see pictures and books and stuff. I was fascinated by savate. Imagine you're at a restaurant, bar, or somewhere, and it's getting kind of hectic in there, and you're kind of nervous about some people looking at you weird. But you don't have anything on you. You don't have any kind of self-defense weapon for whatever reason. One of the best self-defense kind of weapon tools, I don't know which to classify it as, I think that is out there in the wild, is the pepper shaker. Take a pepper shaker, remove the cap, right? And then you kind of palm it and keep your thumb over the top, but keep it based on pinky. So when you're walking, it's like this. It doesn't look too much different than this, They might not notice it. When you get in the parking lot, just hold it. If somebody does come up to you and acts threatening, boom. You let your thing, you throw forward, let your thumb off at the last second, let some of the pepper fly in their face. If you have a full pepper shaker, about this much pepper, you probably get 2 or 3 shakes out of it in people's eyes. And then you have a glass bottle, and those things are fairly hefty. You can throw the glass bottle, aim for the nose or eyes, and at least it will stun somebody. Hit somebody in the nose, their eyes may water up, hit their eyes, it may blind them. This is not good stuff to do, mind you, but if you feel threatened, it's what you may have to do. Pepper, unlike pepper spray, is not made from capsaicin. It's not red peppers. It's not chilies. It's a different kind of spice. It's a different kind of chemical that makes it feel hot. So it's not going to burn as much as a pepper spray. But where it makes up for that is pepper is grainy and it's sort of like salt. And salt is sort of like sand. If you ever got sand in your eyes, even just a piece, it's very irritating and you're winking, trying to wash it out. You get a bunch in your eyes, it hurts. And the more you blink, the more it kind of starts scratching the cornea of the eyes. That causes your eyes to water, the pepper gets wet, it burns more, they blink more. One of the blades is snapped. You'll see it broke off. So we'll just put it away and just look at this one blade. I'm not showing the handle yet intentionally, but you can tell it is definitely carbon and definitely aged and patinaed. But it's also, if you see that coloration there, I'm not positive, but due to the coloration and striation and stuff, I don't think that's bone. I actually think that might be ivory from back in the day, so that's maybe. Now this is the most interesting of all my little knives, and I think it came from my grandfather, but I don't remember. A little just tiny knife, right? But here's the thing. Oh, this looks familiar. It's like a Filipino balisong, a butterfly knife. You see that? But it is not a Filipino butterfly knife. I don't know if I'll be able to get you to see this, but if you look very closely there, maybe not. I don't know, where's the camera? Well, you probably can't read that, but it says, if I can read it, something importing something Germany. So it's a German-made pocket knife from way back who knows when, but clearly the blade is patinaed, indicating carbon steel. And it's old, but it's the same style as a butterfly knife. I've never seen Germans make butterfly knives apart from that one. So, what can I say? Filmed on Halloween in this very room, but it has taken this long to get edited and put up. I actually had so much more footage I filmed than I had room for in this video, as this one's getting long. So I'm going to take my 100th, possibly 101st video and put it into 2 parts, making it a 101 part and a 101 and 2 part, I guess, because I had some interesting stuff that just didn't fit. Look at this shaky camera. Who the hell's filming that? That's me filming it. Anyway, Hilson, good night, folks, and sorry for the delay for those 2 people who regularly watch.